imagine what kind of a reputation you would have if you managed to win an Open ahead of Magnus, Carlsen, world number 1, world number 2, Hikaru Nakamura, and Nishikori. I mean, this is life-changing stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, this tournament is very... It's so many stars in this tournament, and you can say if you win the tournament, you're ahead of many world champions. Because, well, we know Hikaru is the random world champion, and even though Magnus Carlsen is not the current world champion, but
it matters something.
It matters a lot. having world number 1 and former triple world champions in the field, so it's just feeling good. And we also have up the center of Nordirberg, right? Also the former world rapid champion.
Yeah, he won that title at the age of 17, breaking the Guinness Book of Records there. And okay, the games are off. Showtime.
Right, bishop g5 though is not the most popular, right? So g3 used to be kind of the main line. Bishop g5 is of course a very logical move, but yeah, not the most popular, even though Hikaru replied quickly, so it's not a surprise to him. Moving on.
Yep.
Up to Satorov against Rigaisi, that's some theory. Yeah, the semi-Slav anti-Meran variation with Queen c2. Last time I looked at it was perhaps like 15 years ago. So I don't know if anything changed. Already back then people were smart, and a4 would have been answered with a6. A4 wasn't the move, pardon me. A4 wasn't the big move. I think dc4 they would take on c4. Yeah.
Instead of a4, yeah?
Yeah, but interestingly, bishop takes c4, a6 was one of the lines, b5 being more popular, but a6 was one of the lines, and if white would play a4, then c5 was considered to be kind of a decent continuation. So now, dc4, a4, a6, had white taken on c4, it would still be c5, but white goes rook to d1. So for now, not letting black to play c4, maybe you could play c5, but it's kind of awkward or something, and
yep.
Black replies with queen to c7.
get out of the line.
We need to black's gonna Carlsen, right? Queen as queen takes pawn might be a move,
And then
playable
castle
move.
kingside.
Castle's kingside, castle's kingside.
And no danger.
No danger, it would seem. Yeah, the king is very safe on h8. With this dark square bishop. I think something went wrong for Maghsoodloo. Not that his position is bad, but he had a decisive advantage at some point. Not anymore.
Okay, so do you want to hear what the silicon machine is saying?
Of course, yeah.
Saying white is still better, but the only way to be
Better.
a little bit better is to go d5.
D5, okay. But that's a little bit we are talking about, right? While a few moves ago he was winning.
But now it's a bit different because
Even without taking g7.
yeah, because this is important because after d5 bishop takes pawn, which is actually recommended.
Yeah,
You can go queen e2 jack.
You can go queen
that's
e2.
beautiful.
You can
And now-
go queen e2. And now this would result in
95.
96
96,
double check.
And then you get checkmated on f7.
Yeah.
Or this, which is also kind of a fancy checkmate.
It's a very nice checkmate.
Yep. And after queen e2, of course, he's not falling for it, but he does what? He goes bishop e5, right?
Yes.
Bishop e5.
But the fun continues because you do have f4. You're saying, I insist.
Yeah,
But again, you need
please.
to have ice in your veins to go into this because after rook takes pawn, it's like black has to. And then pawn takes bishop, rook takes. I'm not sure I would be entirely comfortable playing this with the white pieces yet.
But you castle long, right? And that's how you win.
Well,
Yeah.
actually it says. Actually, I mean, it's just crazy lines here. Like, I mean, so computer chat. So
Takes
pawn takes
g7,
pawn,
yeah, takes g7.
And rook g8.
and then it goes move the king.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Rook g8 and what? King
king f1.
King f1.
King f1 because you want to put the knight on f2 if checked.
Okay, any normal move will work, like rook d1 for example. That looks a bit normal, more normal than king f1.
Rook d1, yes, it does work. You can just go queen e6.
Queen e6.
But then after rook to d4, rook takes g7. It just feels like Bobby Fischer is playing black.
It's gone though.
Yeah.
It's gone because Maghsoodloo just captured on g7, which I can see on a camp view. And what's also gone is our studio monitor. So we probably need someone to.
I've called for assistance, guys, so don't worry.
And the endgame between Yakubayev versus Ergaisi happened just like what we talked
What?
about.
Knight a8.
Instead of knight a6 and knight c5 like